Ecclesiastes chapters 10 and verse 7 says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. I want to give our praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Harakah Kwadash, giving double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutes to all 144,000 elect out there. Right, just an observation here. Yeah, a little foolishness. Yeah, I was going in one of my last videos, my recent videos on that. How everything is turned upside down. So everything right now at this moment in time is upside down, back to front, inside out. Don't matter what way you want to cut it or slice it. But we're waiting on that time, man, when Yahushua return and his 144,000 elects to turn things right side up again. So yeah, after a storm there will be a calm. I'm backing off my last video. Yeah, Yahushua going to turn and he's going to hit the reset button. We're looking forward to that time. So that's why this is right on point here. I have seen servants upon horses, Ecclesiastes 10 and 7, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Real talk. Yeah, man, who are the princes and who are the servants? Who were the princes back then? And who are the princes now? Who were the servants back then? And who are the princes now? Things are really reversed. Things have been reversed. So now I want to look at certain things and just get certain things in perspective here. And some prophecy. In that time, the time of prophecy, let's get into some of this. Abaratazar, be edifying. Might be a quick video, but princes, the word princes, prince, ruler, leader, chiefman, chieftain, leader, right? So rulers of God, right, man? So rulers, the scripture says the princes are now walking as servants. The princes who were princes, which we know who the princes are, were and are, and will be again, Yahshua Allah. But right now they're walking as, we're going to look at this word here, as servants. No, let me go back there. The princes. See, I didn't. Let me take my time with this. If I just want to look at some of these see if I can get that word. Strong definitions. The word prince, right? Leader, but I don't think I can pronounce that there. Right? Something. Close possible I can pronounce it. Sa. Alright. So that's in the to the best of our ability, some of the pronunciation there. The Hebrew, the Greek, and this one I'm just curious to hear how they pronounce it here in this.
Strong's H8269 saith.
So we're just gonna pick out the bones as far as the blue letters pronunciations and what have you. So princes, now servants. The servants who were the original princes. Let me say it right. The servants right now are who are Edomites walking as princes or sitting upon horses. And we're the servants now. We're the original princes, slaves. Right? The servants are now slaves. Yahshua Allah, you and I are now servants in this kingdom, doing slave labor, serving out our time. We did do the crime, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28, and Leviticus 2. The judgment has been pronounced, the sentence has been pronounced, and we're carrying it out. That we would be slaves in a land that our forefathers never knew, which is Babylon, and the mother of Babylon and remnants all over the world. Servants are now, the princes are now slaves, wherever whatever the case may be, however you want to cut it or slice it. The princes are now servants, which are, we're looking at the word here, slaves. That's why you have Manuel, that's why, Ezekiel 4 and 9, the sign and the crying. Again, waiting for Yahushua to come back. That night in Shah, I'm going to set things right side up again. Straightforward. Here's the word. Page 5483. Horses. Yeah, they pronounce it.
Strong's H 5483. Sus. Second entry. Cease.
Sus, how you pronounce it. Right, Strong's definition. Sus. Swift, horse, chariot, horses. Swift, yeah. Horses are known for their swiftness. That's what their reputation. They have a reputation for being swift. Matter of fact, I did check it out in Google. I just typed in, what does horsepower mean? Horsepower. Alright, see it there now? Give you the visual there. Horsepower. HP, horsepower. F, force in pounds. D, distance in feet. T, time in minutes. Right, that's you tap in horsepower and it goes on. What does horsepower mean in a car? It goes on. So there's a lot of symbolism actually. And ENU, right? Horsepower is a measurement used to calculate how quickly the force is produced from the vehicle engine. Hence you got these words, horsepower, 16 valve, 8 valve and all of that. It is a key component used to establish vehicles' total number of miles during its lifetime. It is also used to inform the driver of the vehicle's maximum running capacity. I'll say that just to give you the sense of the meaning horse and or horsepower. Yeah, they use that to gauge the power. That you see all the comparisons there. Horse right next to the car, horse right next to the weights, horse as far as pulleys, the comparisons you have there. I just tapped in here. What does the horse represent? What does horse represent? From this perspective, we're going to take out the bones as well. Again, tapped it in Google. The horse is a majestic animal that embodies the spiritual power of the independence, freedom, nobleness, endurance, confidence, triumph, heroism, and competition. Its symbol is associated with the strength, courage, and freedom. Yeah, here we go. Even Google's right with that. The symbol of the horse is confidence, triumph, heroism, competition, associated with strength, courage, and freedom. Power, strength, horsepower. Going back to the blue letter. Chariots, chariot horses. They're known for their when you hear it mentioned in the scriptures. When I typed it in here to horses and what scriptures come up. When you look at go into some of these scriptures here. Horse that giveth hast thou given, Job 39:19-25. Hast thou given the horse strength? Hast thou clothed his neck with thunder? See that? Yeah, they're symbols of strength. The horse in the ear, as well as they use it with the comparison with the car and horsepower, representing power, as far as cars and pulleys. You get that comparison, but also it's associated as strength in the scriptures too. All the scriptures that come up. It's about the 4 horsemen as well in the Revelations, which are signs, symbols of power. bringing judgments. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, Revelation 19, 11 to 21. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. The more you go in, you're going to see all the horses, the different types of horses, the 4 apocalyptic horses that's going to bring judgment. This one's talking about the one that Yahushua going to come back on. He's going to come back on the white horse. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon it was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness does he judge and make war. Yahushua going to come back. That's the symbolism of the horse again, representing power. And in this case, Yahushua going to come back, going to bring judgment again. Made mention of him, how he's going to turn everything right side up. So all the associations, when you look into, I just looked at a couple, represents the horse, symbols of power, strength. Power, strength, courage. There's a whole heap of scriptures we could look at. But, you know, the point is made as well when you go into all the bits as well in the Bible Hub. You've got the 4 horses, the apocalypse, gives you the scriptures there, yeah, and the number of the armies of the horsemen was 200. Give you all the. So the idea is that you understand that horse in the scriptures that come up represents power and going forth to doing judgment. We looked at the example of Yahushua. Point is really made, really and truly there. So yeah, we're looking forward to Yahushua coming back on the horse. That white horse, he's going to bring judgment, going to set everything right side up. Right now we're sucking it up. When we opened up, we're sucking it up. The princes, the original princes, are walking as slaves, walking as servants. Right? And the original servants are sitting upon the horses as princes. Perfect example of everything being upside down. And that's what he said he saw. Alright, that's what he saw. So, yeah, and it's little foolishness. Ecclesiastes goes in, man. So, here we have it, man. One more, I want to look at one more thing. Straightforward and simple. Some of the translations. Here are NKJV. I have seen servants on horses, while princes walk on the ground like servants. Couldn't have said it better myself. The original princes are walking on the ground like servants. Simple and plain. NLT says, I have seen servants riding horseback. See, the servants riding horseback. They're the original servants. The ease, so that you can understand. The so-called white people riding horseback, taking a position of power on horses. And remember, when you look at that precept, the whole world was made for our sakes. So they are definitely servants taking a position of power, riding on horseback, like princes. And princes walking like servants. And we're on the ground, damn bad. Some of the elders make mention of that word. We're on the ground, we're damn bad. And so we know what it feels like to be damn bad. But that's just we're just serving out our sentence. Not long now, the scriptures talk about how the meek shall inherit the earth. So we're learning that meekness. Yeah, we're sucking it up. And matter of fact, let me hit that precept. Then we're going to come back to Ecclesiastes. Matthew chapters 5 and 7 says, blessed. Let's hit this one. Matthew 5 and 5 says, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. So that's what we are now, serving our sentence, serving our time, taking it on the chin, lapping it up. Let's check out the word. It says, blessed are the meek, right? The original princes walking on the floor, on the ground, damn bad. Right, what are we doing? We're learning meekness. G4239. Checking out the word here. word meek says mildness of the gentleness of spirit, meekness, disposition, gentleness of spirit, meekness toward God is a disposition of spirit in which we accept his dealings. He's dealing with us as good. So that's like I say, we're damn bad. We're sucking it up, taking it on the chin, taking those what may be described as L's gracefully, right? We're taking our L's gracefully because we're gracefully accepting our predicament, right? We're gracefully accepting our predicament, just like when you see a good sportsman, if he loses in whatever the case may be, in any form of competition, a good sportsman don't throw his toys out the pram, doesn't throw a wobbly, he accepts it gracefully, and he commends his opponents. That's what we do. But we're going to see when things get reversed, we're going to see how the haughty people, the E's, the so-called white, we're going to see how they accept their when they start getting L's. We're going to see if they accept it gracefully, if they accept this word here, right? Meek towards God. That disposition of spirit in which we accept his dealings with us is as good, and therefore without disputing, there you go, or resisting, right? Take your position on the ground. In the OT, the meek are those who wholly rely on God rather than their own strength, right? Rely on God rather than their own strength to defend against injustice, right? So we're not presumptuous in setting matters straight. We don't take it upon ourselves to set justice straight. We know, we just looked at it in the book of Revelation, Yahushua going to come back and set matters straight. We just looked at it. Revelation chapters 19. And I saw and opened, and behold, a white horse, and he sat upon it. Sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Right, there's so many precepts you could go into about Yahushua coming back, returning, and setting matters straight. Right, setting things right side up again. Yeah, Isaiah 63 goes into that, where you're going to return. Right, vengeance is burning in his heart. Isaiah 63 goes into that. And Psalms 110, some of my favorite precepts. He's right now, he's waiting for his enemies to be placed at his footstool after what he went through. Isaiah 53, right? Through his stripes we are healed, we will be healed. So the meek are those who wholly rely on God rather than their own strength to defend against injustice. Thus meekness toward evil people means knowing God is permitting the injuries. We know that. Carry on reading. God is permitting the injuries they inflict, that he is using them to purify his elect. Oh. He's on point here. The blue letter's on point here. He's using them to purify his elect, and that he will deliver his elect in his time. And you got scripts, you got the precepts there. Beautiful. Blue letter gets it right. The elders say that sometimes, it's about getting eating the meat and picking out the bones. But here we can see blue letters getting it right. His elect, and that he will deliver his elect in due time. Isaiah 41. Yeah, some of my favorite precepts. You're gonna put teeth in our mouths. Yeah, you're gonna give us the power. Yeah, teeth represent power, and horse, we just looked at it, represents power. We're gonna be on the horses, representing power, and we're gonna have teeth, representing power. Isaiah 41, Luke 18 and 18, 1 to 8. Gentleness or meekness is the opposition to self-assertiveness. Right. So we're not self-assertive, although when it comes to the ultimate judge, right, we wait upon the ultimate judge to set matters straight. We don't take it upon our own selves to set matters straight. We wait upon the Lord. One of the elders done a beautiful he was going in beautifully in one of his videos how King David, the perfect example, because there's many lessons we can learn from King David, who reigned as king. And he made his son also, Solomon, his son, who is Yehoshua, if you could receive it, he taught him how to be a good king too. And Solomon was a good king. He reigned for 40 years. And when he comes back, as Yehoshua, he's going to show us how to reign. And he's going to be reigning over us for eternity. And we're going to have immortality reigning with him. He's going to show us some things. We're going to see some things. Again, we're going to see the power, what it feels like to have power. Right? We're going to be the ones in the power position. Right? And the enemy, the wicked, the nations, all the nations, the Goyim, that's the word I want in the Hebrew, the Goyim nations, all the other nations, and the E's, right, they're going to know what it's like to take L's. They're going to be sucking it up. We're going to see how they accept it. If they're going to be graceful in their defeat. But we're graceful in our defeat. Yes, so-called black people, the elect of the black people, the elect here we're talking about here. The gentleness or meekness is the opposition to self-assertiveness, right? Because that can go into being haughty or presumptuous. Self-assertiveness, taking it upon your own hands to set matters straight. That can go into being haughty and proud and presumptuous. So we don't do that, as we're looking at here. It stems from trust in God's goodness and control over the situation. We trust that the Most High will set matters straight in his own time. I mentioned the perfect example of David, how he dealt with King Saul when he went off. He could have he could have deleted him various times, and King Saul wanted to delete him. Right? That's why he had to be a fugitive for a period of time. He had to go on the run from King Saul, because King Saul, the Spirit of the Lord took his spirit from King Saul. He did start out well, but the Spirit of the Lord was withdrawn from King Saul. And the Spirit of the Lord went on King David. So he applied the Spirit of the Lord of patience, meekness. We're looking at the word here. Yeah, it stems from trust in God, goodness. And King David understood that things will be set right in his time, not in his own time. Hence, and the respect he had for the respect that King David had for the order means he didn't take things into his own hands. He understood that the Most High was in control and he would set things right. Yeah, I'll just carry on reading. God's goodness and control over the situation. He would set things right in the Most High's time, not in his own time. The gentle person is not occupied with self at all. This is a work of the Holy Spirit, not of the human will. I couldn't have said it better myself. I'll read it one more time, then we're going to end it. The gentle person is not occupied with self at all. He's not preoccupied with himself or trying to bring things, being presumptuous or setting things right in his own strength. We looked at it. Yeah. The gentle person is not preoccupied, not occupied with self at all. This is the work of the Holy Spirit, not of the human will. Here we have the scriptures there. Meekness, temperance, against such things there is no law. Galatians chapters 5 and 23. Meekness, temperance, against such things, against such there is no law. So that's all I needed to bring out. Right now we've got to suck it up. It's all right. We're sucking it up. Princes, the original princes walking on the ground as slaves. We're sucking it up. All right, but we don't mind because it's all a part of the Most High's movie. It's all a part of the Most High's movie. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Here it is. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Yeah, we're going to take it. We're going to accept it. Take our L gracefully. For the time being, it's not for much longer now. Because Yehoshua he's on his way back. As a matter of fact, he's ruling right now. Yeah, indirectly. Psalms 110. Right? He's just waiting for his enemies to be placed at his footstool. But the angels are busy, as we know. The angels are very busy. So let's get back to Ecclesiastes 10, and I was going into some of these translations here. Matter of fact, let me get back to this one again. NKJV. I have seen servants on horses, while princes walk on the ground like servants. I have even seen servants riding horseback. And we know the servants today are the so-called white people. They're the servants, but they're riding on horseback, which the horse represent power. It's all an illusion anyway, and it's not long now. Yeah, horseback like princes, and princes walking like servants. I like reading these are some good mate. He breaks it down very plain and for you to understand. NIV says, I have seen slaves on horseback while princes go on foot like slaves. It's kind of like a video game for the time being. It's all right, you know. Sometimes you can kind of laugh at it, because really the Most High is really Yahweh Yahushai in control. It shows you that He's in control, and he who laughs last will laugh best, right? And the scriptures talk about He gonna laugh at them, right? Yahweh Shai, or you Christians call Him God, He gonna laugh at them. Here's the last one. HNV says, I have seen servants on horses and princes walking like servants on the earth. In a translation, I have seen servants on horses and princes walking like servants on the earth. There you have it, man. Plain and simple so that you can understand. Enough said on that. Alright, but it's like I say, the Most High's in control. And it's His movie, not ours. And we wait patiently, we sucking it up. Right, because we know those L's, what they call L's, going to turn into W's. And we're playing the long game. Yeah, the elect, we're playing the game waiting upon Yahweh Yahushua on His time. So the word to your Bashim Yashab on the spirit on me to do this video. Shalom to all the sincere Akim. So on to the next. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Yeah, not long now, Akim. Yeah. He that endures to the end is the one that shall be saved, man. That's all we're doing now. We're playing the game of the Most High game. He's in control. Yeah, and we know the ultimate result's going to be he who laughs last, laughs best. Until the next one, we're out.